This one will be difficult.
Go!
Oh boy.
Just
Know where you're going.
There is a fine line.
free for all. Bugger. How about a rematch, eh?
Right. What about a deal?
But you can believe I'll defend. Don't you see?
Time for me
the flames? They don't burn you like the. I won't tell you.
Why is it doing this? We'll get what we need.
Hi everybody, it's Rolex here, and so this one it's probably gonna be a talking about strategy about this league that I've been using for, I don't know, maybe about a week or so. So I've been running here and there for a while, running some gold generation, some shrines and stuff like that. Those things are fine. They are still good, especially the one that I enjoyed the most. My most enjoyable strat that I posted probably a couple times, even throughout the years, which is the Eldritch Altar for the Syndicate Exile. But they do cost a lot of currency per map compared to this strat that I'm going to talk about, which is running a Syndicate boss rushing, right? Which means you just running a normal map, a T16 with no mod and with only 2 scarabs. That it's extremely cheap. The reason that I think Syndicate would be nice is because first thing first, they are pretty cheap. Or the scarab, like this one, costs you for, I don't know, if you're trying to sell them, people buy them for 0.5 chaos. Now, if you're buying them, you're buying for 0.75. So basically, it's pretty cheap, right? And this one, it's even worse. I bought this one for like 2.5, I think, when I bought them. So now they're going up in price quite a bit because, even though they're cheap, because they're cheap, nobody really picking them up. And when there's nobody picking them up, means that there's going to be less on the market. So if a lot of people running this strat, it's going to drive the price of this quite a lot. So, but I don't think it will ever go up for like 3 chaos, right? So in the end, the scarab, it's like costing me for like per map, it's like 2 chaos per map. Because I only run this, right? And then you're running a white map, a normal map with no mod at all, like this, right? So this is your scarab setup. We'll go over to the Atlas tree first. So the Atlas tree here is mostly focusing on Syndicate, as you can see, right? So I pick up all Syndicate node. There is no Syndicate node that I didn't take because this node is insanely good for like fracture, like especially fracture some of the item that is like expensive, like a globes, for example. A fracture for like focus attack speed is really expensive, and a fracture helmet for rarity against unique monsters, it's also really expensive. So you can get like good stuff out of them. I didn't get any of them. But if you got them, it's a nice bonus, and it's only cost like 1 point because you're still gonna take this, unless you're running a June Scarab. If you're running June Scarab, then you don't need to take this at all. But you still need to take Test of Loyalty because this is just an extra rank whenever you execute them, and you do need to execute them to get rank 3. Right, so if you're running Syndicate, you probably already know Betrayal, basically, right? I don't know. I just call them Syndicate. So the Scarab node, they don't matter that much. I would say this because it doesn't really drop that much Scarab at all. But you kill 100 boss, you kill boss really fast. 25% chance to drop additional Scarab. It's quite nice. I didn't really get like anything good from them, but you're gonna see like every 4 maps you're gonna see a scarab from the boss, so that's pretty good. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get anything. Like this run, I don't get anything from the boss, but this node, but it's whatever. You're gonna have like point slip over if you don't have it. So, and you're going for, or especially we go for bismuth, because bismuth it's easy to just get, right? And the only thing that I do is bismuth, because you just click them, you get the ore, and then you run past, you know, whatever monsters there. You don't need to kill a lot of monsters with this strat, so you're just focusing on killing Syndicate members, doing encounter, and then killing the boss, and also clicking the smuggler's cache. Now I block everything else so that I don't have to pay attention to the screen, to the minimap very much. Like if you would be like, oh, but you know, like the scarab for like breach is pretty expensive. Why don't you just take them out? Now sometimes breach can spawn in your map, and when a hive spawn, like the you know, like tower defend, it's really annoying because it's still gonna block you for a split second, especially if you're on a bad internet side of thing. So breach is annoying. It's block your screen. It's just no. So it doesn't really make sense to not take it for this strat, because you just want to run fast. So for my character, it's not really that fast. You know, the character is pretty slow. So I completed the map, you know, on average about like 2 minutes, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And then you take Trial of Glory. This one, it's also flexible. You don't need them, but they do add up quite a bit when you get, you know, an improved offering of the goddess, offering to the goddess. And then the rest, it's just, I don't know, like the ore, smuggler's cache, and then you take baptized by fire, because you're gonna run Exile. The reason you're running Exile is because Exile is more expensive than the invitation for Ether. So this one is 160 chaos, while the Ether will, yeah, they only 90c. So this is the only reason why we run Exile, because we're not gonna kill any monster. We kill like a few monsters to proc it, and then we kill the boss, right? So it doesn't really matter what we do here. But this node is pretty important, because if you're running a lot of map, you're gonna get more invitation than usual. So that's pretty much it for the whole Atlas tree. I will probably post a link down as well for this if you want to copy it. I don't think it mattered that much. You don't really. There's a lot of stuff that you can take out from here. Like this strat is very flexible, as I said before. You don't need you know, like effect of explicit modifiers on your map, because it doesn't really do anything. You don't have anything on your map, right? So now we can go over to the results. Now you can see the you know, the clean picture here. You know, I have some stuff. You know, this is a full review. This would probably be worth more than this one, right? And then also these deception, all deception, because I only pick up for deception. And then these are you know, for the enchant, for the new Mirage enchant, experimented items. I don't think they worth that much, and thief trinkets, they are probably not worth it. But you know, I split them up here, and then the rest are there. These will probably in total probably be, you know, a little bit of currency. This is the raw currency that I got. So except for Veil Chaos Orb, because Veil Chaos Orb drop from the safe house only. So I ran in total 42 safe house, and I got 21. So that's 50%. And I got 2 divine, so this is a lucky drop. You can remove this in the result if you don't like it. And I got a fracturing orb as well, so this is also a lucky drop. And then you got some memory. This one doesn't worth anything. I also got Astrolab, by the way. It's crazy that I only got 1 in 100 map, right? And I killed the boss every single map. And some of the map, I do kill the boss twice on the Mirage, because sometimes the Mirage hit the boss, and you know, I will do them. So that's why I take a little bit more time. If you don't do Mirage at all, except for the one that's gonna give you the Black Baya, this strat, you will run it faster, like way faster than me compared to me. So we can go over to the results. Here's the result from the wealthy exile, on the update on like, like 28th March. So basically, I only looking for 3 things with this strat that I'm looking for. So Syndicate Millennium, the Black Raya, and Veil Chaos Orb. So these 3 things are in total, they worth in total 70 divines out of 102 divines. So that means you can ignore pretty much everything else except for these 3 things. When you're farming this strat, it is just boss rush strat, right? Just boss rush. And it, like, incandescent, like, invitation doesn't even come close to it. So you're boss rushing, but the amount of currency that you get were coming from Syndicate and Black Baya for the most part. So that means if you cut everything out, like just don't pick anything up except for these 3, you would still make an insane amount of currency per hour. So I can go over here. This is the spreadsheet that I'm gonna share it down below as well, so you can go check it out, like with the amount of time that I spend per map, because I record them with this one, right, with the map device. So that means in the hideout, the downtime between map, I also added an extra 15 seconds per map. So in total, it's like 25 minutes. So I added, on top of the amount of time that I recorded here. So you can see that the currency total that you get from this is actually 102, right? But I also I'm very conservative when it comes to trade or something like this, right? What is this thing? 450. What is that? What do you mean? Oh, this is the currency conversion stuff. So this one is, the cost, no T16 map, they're about 2 chaos each if you were to buy them. I don't buy them because I have infinite of them. Like, if you're running a league start character for, I don't know, like 20, 30 hours, when you get to tier 16, you're gonna have like infinite amount of tier 16. You're not gonna run out of tier 16. So, but I'm gonna add it into the cost anyway. Otherwise, this strat would be like, I don't know, like fucking 1 divine investment in 100 map, right? So that's like, I'm trying to inflate the number on the investment, right? So this is the investment. So it's 1.6 divine, and the total profit, the total currency that I get is it's not 76 divine, but I do try to make it less. So I multiplied it by 0.75. So basically, I just cut 25% off the top of my profit, so that it feels more realistic, right? If you unlucky, for example, just cut 25% off of my results, and it's still fine. You're still getting 75%, 75 divines in a total on 100 map, and that means I spend about 4 hours running these 100 maps. And if you spending less, then you're gonna have less currency per hour. But the profit per map, it's actually crazy that you spend nothing on the map. You spend basically 3 chaos or 3.5 chaos or per map to get almost a divine. That's kind of crazy to me. And the return on investment on this thing is 4,000%. It's over 4,000%. Now, if I'm not being conservative about this, the return on investment is 6,000%. That's insane. Like, you spend 4 chaos per map, and you get a divine every single map, on average. That's insane. I don't think people would like this strat, so that's why it make a lot of currency for Syndicate. Like, for example, people just don't like Syndicate just in general. That's why they may change to it a lot. But I do enjoy Syndicate. Like, I've been running Syndicate for a lot, and as you can see here, like, I probably have some here that being like a cat run here, for example, you know, I just spam like Katarina before Katarina got reworked. So this is like when I did, so the Exalted Orb, the Veil Orb, like was like 25% chance to drop back then. Now it's probably like 30% or 35%, if even, right? But as I said before, like Syndicate is pretty fun for me, and it doesn't really take a lot of like effort to get to understand. Like most of the time, it's just muscle memory. You know, you execute them, you interrogate them, you get them to rank 3, and then you run the safe house, and that's pretty much it for the strat. So I would share the link here. I would share everything, you know, for my strat on the description below. And so this character is a, you know, berserker. It's Earth Shatter, got nerfed. It need more nerf because whatever the fuck they do, it's still the best slam, you know, skill in the game for League Start, and it's not gonna change. I don't think it will ever change unless Sunder, it's, you know, just get like better or whatever. But it's still pretty good, right? So this is my build. I do play quite a lot of build this late, but this is this is the character that I think it's more comfortable to run with, even though I had multiple character already. But that's it. That's everything. I'm not gonna check the price on this thing, so I'm just gonna believe. I'm just gonna believe the Wealthy Exile, because the thing is, the heist here, they worth in total for like 3 divines, so they're not really like contributing that much into the 102 divine. So it's kind of like you can cut them out if you don't think like, oh, that's not worth 3 divines, that's worth like, you know, like 1 divine at max or something like that, and then you can just remove them, right? So that's why I'm like very conservative with the amount of currency that it will actually generate. So that's why I only like use 75%. Right, and with 75%, you still get an insane amount. You get 18 divine per hour, right? You get 18 divine per hour on this strat. Like you can get even more if you're faster than me. So I spend about, on average, about 2 minutes and a half, right? 2 minutes and a half per map on average. You can spend less than that. So if you spend less than that, you don't really burn that much currency, because the map itself costs like 2 chaos. Because let's be real, you're not gonna buy T16 map. You have infinite of them. Like, come on, guys, pick them up, right? This is a really good strat if you like, you don't want to do a lot of like maintenance. Maintenance means you have to go buy a lot of stuff, right? You have to, oh, I have to buy Giselle, or I have to buy this and this scarabs or something, or I have to bulk buy them. This strat, you only use 2 scarabs, and they are so cheap that you can just bulk buy them for like 500 or 1,000 each, and then you can just keep rolling them. Like just run a T16 map, and you know you're gonna sustain T16 go even without any map drop here, you're gonna sustain them. So this strat, if you actually like Syndicate and Syndicate is the only thing you want to do, this is the strat for you. Now, if you don't like Syndicate, this number can be a like 200 divine, and it's not worth it, guys. Like if you don't like Syndicate, this shit is not worth like any amount of currency, because like you're not gonna like it, and if you hate it, you're gonna quit the game way before you make currency. So please don't hurt yourself by seeing, oh my god, the return on investment, it's 4,000%, let me do that. No, let's ask yourself if you enjoy Syndicate or not. If you enjoy Syndicate, then yeah, sure, go ahead, do it. But if you don't enjoy Syndicate, then yeah, do something else. I would recommend just doing any blasting strat, like even just the altar farming would be better than this, right? Would be, well, not better in terms of currency, but better in terms of mental health. But that's it, guys. This is the video about my strat that I've been running. I'm probably gonna be running something else soon, but I don't know what else. See you in the next one. Bye!